Okay, Tyler, we'll start with you. Are
I'm
you
ready.
prepared?
I think so.
All right. So your session of Canadian trivia is all about whether or not people are Canadian or not Canadian.
Okay, easy enough.
So I'll give you the name of a well-known person, a celebrity, if you will. And you tell me if that person is Canadian
Okay,
or not Canadian.
sure.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Number one, Celine Dion, Canadian or not Canadian?
Celine Dion is definitely Canadian.
Final answer?
That's my final. I believe she's from Quebec.
Okay, well, I can't verify that, but she is Canadian. Number two, Jim Carrey, Canadian or not Canadian? Jim Carrey.
Ooh, tough one. Number two. Jim Carrey is Canadian, I believe.
100%?
I'm 100%. I'm 100% sure.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Jim
okay,
Carrey
good.
is Canadian.
Look at that.
Question three, Shania Twain, Canadian or not Canadian? Shania Twain.
Well, most people wouldn't think this because of her song style, but she is very Canadian.
You
Yeah.
are very
Very
correct.
Canadian.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
correct. Yeah, she's in the sort of the country music
Yeah, the country
category, right?
genre.
Okay, and her country happens to be Canada.
Yeah.
Number four, William Shatner.
Ooh, William Shatner.
Canadian or not Canadian?
You know, I'm pretty sure he's Canadian as well.
You want to go with it?
I think I will. Yeah.
All right. You are correct.
Okay.
He's Canadian.
Yeah, I knew
William
it.
Shatner is in
Yeah.
fact Canadian.
All right.
And final question here. Final celebrity. Hip hop recording artist Drake.
Oh, I'll save the easiest one for last. Yeah, of course he's Canadian. Degrassi.
He is Canadian.
Yeah.
You're correct. All
Yeah.
right. All right. Big round of
at
applause
that.
for
Thank you.
Tyler Morris. 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
You really
Wow.
do know a lot about
Yeah,
Canada.
you
You're
know.
correct. So you know a lot of Canadians personally. Have you ever been to Canada?
I have personally been to Canada, yes.
Where at?
I went to Moncton, New Brunswick. There was a hurricane up there, and I just wanted to check it out. So I went. I rented a house right on the coast. True story. And I was evacuated from there. So didn't actually get to stay in the house that I had paid for, but yeah, been.
So are you one of those weather chasers?
Yeah,
Storm chasers?
just any type of weather, I'll track it down.
We're
Wow.
chasers.
Yeah, we're chasers.
Paper chaser, storm
weather
chaser.
Storm chaser.
Yeah,
Sunny weather
Yeah.
chaser.
or hide and go seek. You
chase them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, that's incredible.
yeah.
All right, well, let's switch it up here, if we
All
may.
right.
Can we get a seat switch? Let's get started here. Canadian trivia. Question 1.
I'm ready.
Which Canadian city is considered Hollywood North?
Hollywood North. It's got to be one of the big ones. So maybe not Moncton.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm going to go with Vancouver.
Final answer?
That's my final answer.
You're correct.
Yeah, geographically it makes sense.
A lot of people would choose a city like Toronto,
Yeah.
Toronto.
right?
Yeah.
But it's actually Vancouver.
Yeah.
Vancouver.
All right, question 2. 1 for 1 so far. Question 2. How many points does the maple leaf on the Canadian flag have?
Well, actually, it used to be 13, but they took 2 points away, and that leaves us with 11.
Final answer?
That's my final answer.
You are correct.
Well,
Yeah. Why did they take those 2 points away?
Well, it was actually really difficult for people to kind of figure out what the image was from a distance.
Right.
And it just kind of looked like a blurry blob. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Very good.
yeah.
So far, you know more about Canada than you were letting on. Even the minutia of the flag and the maple leaf. Okay. Very impressive. Question 3. Which city is home to North America's largest mall?
Ooh.
And this is a Canadian city.
So
we're
it
talking
has
about.
to be in Canada,
Yeah.
right? I'm gonna go with Edmonton, Alberta.
Final answer?
That's my final answer.
Correct.
All right.
Correct. Very good. 3 for 3 so far.
Have you been there? Have you been to that mall?
No, I have
No.
not been to that mall. I
Sounds like it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Fun to go to.
You have to make it a point to get up there and
Yeah.
do some shopping.
yeah, I'll have to. We'll see.
But don't get lost. It's pretty
Yeah, it's
large.
Pretty
Which
sizable.
one?
All right, 3 for 3 so far. Question 4: which Canadian chain first opened in Hamilton in 1964?
Oh, 1964. See, if you would have said 1963, I would have known. But this,
64.
is it Tim Hortons?
It is in fact Tim Hortons.
All right.
All right, very impressive. Of course, everybody knows Tim Hortons, world famous for coffee and Timbits and all those delicious
Yeah,
donut
what dads use.
snacks. All right, and question 5, final question.
Okay.
So far, I got to say, you really have outperformed
Yeah, I've been
my
impressed.
expectations, given what you said about your knowledge of Canada. But I am very impressed. Question 5, final question: which city has the most restaurants per capita in Canada?
Is it Victoria, British Columbia?
It is, in fact,
Oh.
Victoria, British Columbia. Do you happen to know how many restaurants per 1,000 people?
I feel like it's somewhere around 4 or 5. I'm gonna go with like 4.6, maybe 4.6 restaurants per 1,000 people.
That's actually exactly right. Yeah. Nice job.
Yeah.
Wow. For somebody who
And I
claims to
really
not
just
know.
guessed on all the answers too. That's crazy.
Well,
Just, made an educated guess. That's what we
Yeah.
teach our students
Yeah.
to do.
you
That's
used
right.
your intuition.